Hello and welcome everybody to today's very special session with Binary.com. We are going to be talking about the secret to trading silver today, presented by myself, of course, Phil Carr at the Gold and Silver Club. So welcome to Albertina. Hi there, Anthony. Harvey. Hi, Mitta. Hey there, Peter. Good to see you. Hi, Richard. Richard Tiemann. Good to see you. Savayadi. Great to see you, and Zaniel as well. Okay, guys, so we've got lots to cover tonight. It's very good timing for tonight's webinar. Probably couldn't be better, actually, as we've just broken through about 3 to 4 year lows here on silver, currently trading just shy of $14 an ounce. So you have picked a very good time to join us for today's session. We'll do some technical analysis on silver for you very shortly. So before we get going, the session today, we are going to cover the biggest trading opportunities we see on silver at the moment, how to use fixed odds trading to maximize your profits, live market analysis, identify highly profitable trade setups on the commodities. We'll be answering questions, and of course, during the session, we will, of course, be providing live support. So if you do have any questions, any comments at all, do please put those on the chat. Hi there, Maria. Good to see you. Hi there, Sean. So if you do have any questions or comments, do just put those simply into the chat function, okay? So first of all, the most lucrative markets available on Binary.com to trade on the commodity side is gold, silver, palladium, and platinum. In fact, we've got some nice setups which are brewing, particularly on the precious metals right now. And also, we'll take a look at crude oil technical analysis today too. So we'll cover those all in detail. So let me first of all, before we get started, I'll introduce you to the Gold and Silver Club. The Gold and Silver Club, we are known as commodity trading experts. We are an international commodities trading research and advisory group. We specialize in the precious metals, energies, the agricultural markets. We're recognized as the leading go-to authority on commodities and as internationally respected experts. Our analysis, our opinions on the metals, the energies, and agricultural markets are routinely sought by major financial television channels, publications including Bloomberg, Reuters, CNN, Global Banking and Finance Review, The Wall Street Journal, just to name a few. Our team of experts has advised and taught technical analysis, fundamental research and portfolio management to more than 50,000 private and institutional clients worldwide. Okay, so that's just a bit of background on the Gold and Silver Club. What I'm going to talk you through now, essentially, is how to profit from silver trading in the third quarter of 2015, take advantage of high probability news trading opportunities as well as seasonality too. Okay, so we'll start with, first of all, we'll go through silver seasonality. Important to note here, you can see we're pretty much following this spot on at the moment. So this is the 37-year seasonality chart. So if you bring up a silver chart, I'll go through one very shortly, but if you bring one up yourself, you will note immediately that silver has, particularly over August, we followed this pattern really well. So we peaked over mid-August. We had a lovely rally on gold, on silver. We took breakout trades. For those of you who've been on our Friday's Commodities Corner, you would have got into some of the breakout trades we took recently. Gold last week actually had the biggest move, the 5 days breakouts. We had the biggest move since January earlier on this year. We saw a big move in silver towards the earlier part of August as well. And we peaked. We peaked pretty much about a week ago. Gold has sold off, and silver has sold off significantly. After it broke out to around the 1570 zone, it's back down at $14 an ounce today. Got below $14 an ounce. We haven't been below that level in over 4 years, and I'll show you that on the technicals very shortly. So we broke below $14 an ounce today on silver. So you can see here as well, typically seasonality-wise, towards the end of August, we tend to reach another low. So ultimately, not like gold. Gold tends to have a very strong August, but normally you tend to see silver potentially have a U-turn around the beginning of September, which essentially would lead us into next week. Now, we've got some interesting news announcements coming up in September. We've, of course, got the non-farm payroll, which will be the first Friday of September. And then we also have, which will be a huge announcement, will be the FOMC statement on the 16th of September, where Janet Yellen will be testifying, and we could see some huge moves on the precious metals. So you want to have those dates in your diary. So first of all, non-farm payroll is Friday the 4th of September, and then after that you want to put in Wednesday the 16th. These could be huge turning points, particularly very likely to be very tradable announcements on the precious metals, silver in particular as well. So if you want to take a note of that, this is the seasonality that we often see. Okay, perfect. Hi there, Shayub and Yoanda, good to see you, and Zainal, welcome. Excellent. Right, so that's what we're looking at in terms of seasonality. So what can you anticipate? Maybe we'll get one final shakeout of silver. I think we just hit a trend line today, so we'll take a look at that. Platinum's looking quite interesting today as well, but certainly as we go into September, we can start to anticipate that we may get a turnaround to the upside. So it's something definitely we want to keep an eye out for. Now, in terms of economic news, which is major for the fundamental drivers of precious metals, first of all, the FOMC statement. So also note the September FOMC statements. There's 8 per year. 4 of those are high impact, and the September one is one of the biggest impact announcements every single year. So if you were going to take a day off to trade this quarter, it would be Wednesday the 16th of September. That's likely to be a huge move on that day, okay? So have it in your diary, have it marked out in your schedule. So in case you're not aware, if you've not heard really about FOMC before or these announcements, let me explain. So the US Federal Reserve, Janet Yellen, she is the head of the Federal Reserve. She has more influence over the US dollar and inversely gold, silver, the other precious metals than any other person. Her speeches, they're often used to drop hints regarding future monetary policy, which as a result provides highly lucrative trading opportunities. Okay, so you definitely want to be mindful of that. So just to put it in context, after the FOMC announcement, 3 weeks later, you get the minutes of the FOMC, which report on the actual statement. We had the minutes last week on Wednesday. That was just the minutes, not even the statement, and the minutes by itself caused a domino effect and managed to cause worldwide panic on the stock market. We saw huge moves when the FOMC minutes suggested that they might not have an interest rate in September, and we saw gold break out to about 7-month highs just on the statement last Wednesday. And we've seen, for those of you that follow the stocks, we've seen huge moves to the downside on global equities, starting off with China, then European stock markets, then moving into the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ. They've all taken severe hits, and a lot of that was sparked after the FOMC comments last Wednesday. So this is a major news announcement, and it's going to be big. So I'll talk you through that a little bit more shortly. Again, you can also just put these in your diary. You can just disregard that 29th of April. The next one is actually September the 16th, and the following on from after that is going to be October 27th and December. But September will be the real big one for next FOMC, okay? In terms of previous FOMC statements we've had, just to put it in context, over the month of September, let me just show you some of the moves that we've certainly traded live with all of our traders at the Gold and Silver Club on the live trading room. Hi there, Andrea. So in terms of previous statements we've traded, let me show you some examples so you get a bit of an idea of the volatility that can get caused. So September 2011, so just bringing you back 4 years ago when we traded this live, we saw a 700-point drop in silver within 24 hours. I mean, that's pretty much in line with what we've seen a lot of the global stock markets do over the last 2 or 3 days now. But for silver to move, it wouldn't move that much now because it's so severely sold off. A 700-point move for silver now would mean it goes from $14 down to $7, which would be extreme move. It would drop 50% of its price. So I don't think we'll see that kind of a move, but we could certainly get $1 moves, 100-point moves on that. We've moved more or less about 150 points in the last 3 days here on silver, so it's been incredible. So this statement in September 2015, we're likely to get some big moves either to the upside or the downside. So that was September 2011, within 24 hours, 700-point move. We then saw another huge move here in September 2012. That was when the Federal Reserve, they announced quantitative easing, and we saw a huge breakout to the upside. Gold and silver rocketed. We saw over 500-point moves in less than 3 hours on that statement, so huge breakouts. The following year, September 2015, the Federal Reserve announced no tapering to quantitative easing. We saw a 600-point gold breakout. You can see silver just on the right-hand side had an equally large breakout within minutes of this statement coming out. And then moving over to last year, the September announcement, which was highly anticipated to end quantitative easing, rolled over to October instead, and we saw a huge move. This was on gold. We saw a 600-point move in 48 hours, which was incredible sell-off. So it gives you an idea of some of the huge moves that we can often see on this. So in terms of a secret to trading silver, one of the big secrets is being available to trade it on major news announcements such as FOMC statements, as you can see there. And this was the breakout that we got recently, just on the March 2015 Fed statement, where silver broke out 135 points, and we had a huge surge to the upside. So that really puts it in context for you in terms of some of the moves that we can expect. Now, given where silver, the current price of it at the moment, what I wanted to do today, rather than give you too much in terms of historical charts and so forth, we can get straight to it really and have a look at the technicals right now on the chart, because we've got huge historical levels being breached right now on silver just this evening, and we can take some trades now whilst we've still got some good setups which are developing on the chart. So let's have a look at that. We'll start off with silver, of course, and we can move over to the other precious metals. Do keep the questions coming as well. If you've got any questions, make sure you get those into the chat function or send those directly to Sharice and she will send them over, and we'll go through those as well during the session. Just in terms of the type of trading we'll be doing now, we're going to be using the rise and fall type of trades on binary.com. So very simply, if you select rises, you will win the payout. If the market exit price is strictly higher than the entry price, if you select falls, you win the payout if the market exit price is strictly lower than the entry price. So we'll be using these two types of trade setups, okay, or certainly trade implementation. Right, so let me move it over to the live charts for you, so you should be able to see my screen very shortly. Okay, so just a very quick check. Everybody can see my screens okay? You can all see that's coming up for you. Hi there, Amanda. Hi there, Lita. And hi there, Harvey. And Anthony, good to see you. Yeah, perfect. You can all see my screen. Okay, excellent. Right. So first of all, let's just go into silver here. So let's go through. First of all, we'll start off. Let's see what time frame we can go from. We'll go from tight time frame to larger time frame at the moment. Okay. So we'll start off here. We can just note silver's had an incredible sell-off over the last 2 or 3 days here, broken down through major support. So has gold as well. So ultimately, where we're sat at the moment, we've just about found support. You can see right at the lower end of this trend channel. We've formed a little rejection candle. We've had quite a significant sell-off. So I see there is room for a little bit of a bounce off this level as we go into tomorrow, particularly as we've managed to close. It looks like we're going to close above $14 an ounce. Now, let me put it on daily here. You will see on the daily, we've broken down significantly, and we'll start to zoom it out just to give you a bigger picture of silver right now. So let's just zoom it out, and we'll continue to do so. We can see the lows which just got breached. So today we came as low. Let's look at the daily low there. 1390, let's just double check that again, what our daily low was today. 1397, yeah, that's spot on. Okay, so 1397. When was the last time we were at 1397 on silver? Yep, 2009. So we've breached just almost a 6-year low here on silver. We took out the low that we put in on October. We've taken out the lows from 2010 here, and we're now sitting around this zone. There is some room. You can see previously, this is going out way back here, just about 2006. You can see where the $14 an ounce zone provided a lot of resistance previously, then turned into support. We came back, retested it, became resistance again, broke back up, resistance, became support. So the $14 an ounce zone is quite a significant zone here for silver. Could it be the ultimate buy of the decade here? Could you be getting in at a fantastic price for silver? Possibly, but I've been getting these questions coming through since the beginning of the year when we saw silver, which was sitting around $18 an ounce. And if you asked me this time last year, we were in the same questions when silver was sitting at, $21 an ounce, and then when silver was sitting at $26 an ounce. So, if you thought it was a bargain to buy, you would continue to lose money on each of those sort of times you've tried to pick the bottom of the market. So $14 an ounce, yeah, it's a pretty good price at the moment, but it depends how much lower we're going to go. So right now, $14 an ounce, we could see a rotation in the short term here. I suspect as we come into later on in the year, again, the weaker months tend to be October again, that we might get a retracement as we come into September. This might be a short-term low for silver, given the current price right now. Now, what you want to do, go over to much larger time frame, and you can see here, this is an important point for silver. So if we take this massive trend channel, we have a look, we can see the price is bouncing off 2002, 2009, and we're sitting right at 2015, this major support zone. So far, we might overstretch on that a little bit, might just break through it, but ultimately, if we close back within it, $14 here could be a short-term low at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on that around this zone. I do see the potential in the short term for you to, for all of us, just to catch a short-term breakout to the upside here. So you've got a nice little rejection candle here that could easily just give us, if we can just break out to the upside here, you can see I'm just showing you risk to reward, but it doesn't really matter about your risk to reward when you're taking this sort of a trade on binary. You just need the price to finish just 1 point higher. But there is certainly potential for a retracement, and I'll show you some confluence there. So essentially, one of the reasons I like this is that we just take the low here, we take it to the side of the chart. You can see we bounced off a trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces. So I see silver as a potential buy here at the moment in the short term. Not in the longer term, if we break and close below $14 an ounce, we could easily head to 13. That's where we could really start to sell off significantly. Moving over, let's look at platinum. So platinum's held up pretty well in comparison, but it could still break down. You've got a V-shaped reversal pattern, could break down. Gold's been interesting. We've been shorting gold certainly earlier on today and yesterday as well since we topped up. We discussed this last week as well. We come all the way up to the upper end of the resistance channel on gold. We were then looking for some sort of rejection. If we broke and closed above that level, it was game on for more buying opportunity for gold. But if it couldn't break through that level, significant resistance, third touch of that level, had a retracement. Now we've sat off a trend line at the moment. We're getting a bit of a bounce off this level. So there is the potential as well on gold for a short-term buy. In fact, that's quite a nice little rejection candle which is formed off the 4 hours. So we can decide, we've probably split our risk between gold and silver here. We've got a potential short-term buy on silver. We look at palladium and platinum on the same context here. Yeah, no, not as good on platinum right now. Just take a look. Palladium got smashed this week. We've significantly sold off. You can see after we consolidated on palladium, we took a nice quick day trade to the upside last week, couldn't break resistance, then we turned around and we've broken down significantly here on palladium. Hope nobody's long palladium because that's been a very large sell-off. So we're not looking to get involved in palladium, not looking really to sell it at these levels either. So let's take some trades. So I'm going to, first of all, I'll take the gold trade. And also, I'm going to take the silver trade for an aggressive entry. But I'm going to take this gold trade for a long, for a buy. So let me just talk you through what I'm going to do here. Okay, so all I want to do now, I want to get a short-term buy on gold. And let's just give us some decent risk reward on the trade. Okay, you've got a 5-hour trade for the price to be higher here. So let's have a look. 11.26 right now. What I would do is I'd look for this to be. We've got commodities corner actually on Friday, so you probably want to be in and out of this, I would say, by tomorrow evening. So let's just go for a day. We just want to be in and out of this by Thursday. Yeah, just give it enough time for a retrace. Probably retrace towards the upper end of the trend channel, then possibly by tomorrow evening we'll be in a position to maybe sell it again just in the short term. But for the short term, I see a buy, a retrace higher. So I'm going for the close here to be in and out of this trade for a quick day trade, duration 1 day, spot price to close above 11.26.83, risk on the trade $1,600, 87% payout for a $3,000 1,600, sorry, is the deposit for a $3,000 payout. Okay, any questions on that at all? We're going to take that trade very shortly. Hi there, Diane. We'll just do a quick refresh on that. Get best prices. Let's have a look, 87%. So price just needs to close between now and the close tomorrow above 1 point higher than 1126.73. Okay, so we'll take that for a buy. Okay, perfect. That has been done. So we're now in a buy position on gold. Now on silver, I'm going to split the risk. I'm going to take a short-term buy on silver as well. Silver, I'm going to be in and out even quicker. I'm going to be out here. Just get this trade going. In a matter of hours, let's see how far we can go ahead on this. Okay, 5 hours, perfect. That gets us into the Asia Open. Okay, so on silver here, you can see quite clearly that I want to be getting into silver. Current price, $14.13 an ounce. Again, I want to be in and out of this trade. I only need the price to close above 14.137 to win this entire payout. So I'm going to go for a 5-hour trade, price to be higher, risk on the trade $1,900, 57% payout. You can see the gold risk reward slightly better, isn't it? The payout 87%. So preference possibly to go heavier in gold than silver, but I still think this is a very high probability trade. So let's just get the best price and we'll go for that 58% payout. Beautiful. And so $1,920 with $3,000 payout. So let's just do that. Buy. Okay, super. That has been done. Okay, excellent. So that has been taken now on silver. I'm quite happy with those two trades, to be honest, at the moment. So gold and silver, I expect those to deliver just 1 point higher than our current entry. We've looked obviously at gold, silver. We've also looked at platinum and palladium. Let's just take a quick look at the energies. We'll cover those in more detail on Friday's Commodities Corner. It seems to be more of the same at the moment, more selling. Just double check Brent. Yeah, it looks like pretty bearish at the moment still. That looks like it's going down, doesn't it? On we could take a quick day trade actually here on light sweet crude oil. We've got a consolidation. Looks like that's going to sell off. Yeah, okay. Let's take it for oil as well. There's a good quick day trade here actually. You can be in and out of that probably within an hour. Let's see what we've got in terms of options. It's closed. Is it closed? Let's see if we can get. Start time now. Okay, we're not going to be able to get in and out of this in a matter of hours. It's going to need to, the market's still open. I can get in and out. We can get in and out of it certainly by tomorrow, the close tomorrow. So I'm looking for a sell short here on oil essentially. You can see very much a downward trend. This is still going down. You can see it's just about to break the low of the last candle here. So I'll go for a sell short. I need to be quite quick on this. 82% payout, $1,647 is the deposit. $3,000 payout. So I'm just going to take this spot price 43.12. Okay, let's do that. 1 day it needs to be lower by the close tomorrow. Okay, that's done. I've done it quickly because we haven't got long to take that trade before the market closes. So oil, I see that for more downside. All it needs to do here, it's already starting to break down. Now it just needs to break the candle to the left and just continue to break down. That looks good for a sell at the moment on oil. Let's just have a look at Brent as well. Yeah, more of the same really on Brent, still consolidating, but I like the setup we've got here. Looks good for a nice continuation at the moment. Yeah, copper also selling off nicely with that too. Excellent. Okay, good. So I hope everybody caught that. So the major trades that we're looking to take at the moment. So we've got obviously the gold long, the silver long. These are short-term trades. Now, if we get a break below the $14 an ounce zone within the coming days or close below it, that's where you can look to start shorting this market. But for the time being, we're just going to stay for a short-term long. We're quite overextended on silver. We've hit a major trend line and looks like we're just at least going to get a little temporary bounce here. We can bring this trend line back. Further on the chart here, you can look at some confluence. There you go. Some nice trend channels to see if we can get a parallel channel for a bonus. There we go. There's our parallel channel. So yeah, that's where I expect potential rotation here back towards the upper end of the trend channel. It's quite nice actually, that channel. So yeah, that looks good. So I'm happy about that. You might even be able to take a second position on this if it goes well for a buy here on silver. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that, the secrets to trading silver as we really head into September. So let me just go through again some of the key dates and so on that you really want to note moving forward. Okay, so let me just move on to the next slide here for you. Okay, good. So again, the key dates that you want to take note of, that is going to be Friday, non-farm payroll, 4th of September, and also the big one is Wednesday, the 16th of September. Now, of course, you've got two options at the moment. You can do all the hard work yourself for that announcement, and for the upcoming analysis on silver, you can do all the fundamental, the technical data, calculate your own entry, your profit targets, monitor your trades, figure out what to do, all by yourself. That's absolutely fine. Or at the Gold and Silver Club, of course, you can let us do all the hard work for you. So you can let us analyze the fundamentals, the technical data, give you the exact entry profit targets, support you through every step of the trade so you can focus on what's important. And what is that? Of course, when we trade, that's making money. Okay, so if you would like to join our program at the Gold and Silver Club, our live trading room program, which is separate to Binary, just here is what you need to do. Membership is by application only. Okay, we've got a enrollment from next Monday. And next Monday is actually in the UK, it's a bank holiday anyway, so we are going to have some time available to do some enrollments on Monday. Places do fill up. We've already got some places which have been taken, so they are limited. So I would suggest if you do want to join us and make sure you can trade the highly lucrative FOMC on the 16th of September, and also the non-farm payroll on Friday the 4th, and other trades that we have throughout the week. Let me just go through what we actually do on that. So you get weekly live trading room webinars, you get 24/7 access to our private members live trading room forum. Also, you get access to the Gold and Silver Club Private Members Academy, which has all of our training videos. So we host all of our trainings on there. You can go back, you can watch over about 30 hours worth of content on there, and you can really become very exceptional at commodities trading. We provide real-time profitable trade setups with exact entry, take profit levels, professional fundamental technical analysis to keep you informed of every important market move and events, ongoing mentoring, live support from our senior traders, plus, of course, much, much more. So, again, there, if you want to join this, this is separate from binary.com. All you need to do is go to www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. If you are more inclined to send email, you can just send an email to office@thegoldensilverclub.com. I'll give you both options there. It's fine, whatever works best. I'll give you the link here as well. I know we often get a lot of questions just about the link, so just pop it in the chat there for you, www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. And also, if you just want to email us, it's just office@thegoldensilverclub.com. Okay, excellent. So it's been a pleasure to see you, Albertino, Andrea, Anthony, Diane, Harvey, Litta, Mandy, Maria, Mitta, Peter, of course, Richard, Shuab, Suriada, Yoanda, Zainul. So pleasure, guys. Been a good session. And of course, again, if you would like to join us for all these upcoming lucrative trades, do get in touch on the details I've just provided in the chat there, and go to just www.jointhegoldensilverclub.com. And then we, of course, look forward to welcoming you to the Gold and Silver Club. Okay, so take care, guys. Have a great evening. Good trading for the rest of the week, and we'll speak to you real soon. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.